doesn't have the little marathon logo on his various badges. I guess they updated the uniforms.
Maybe.
Infinity to Gypsy Company? The air corridor to the gravity well is blocked by a network of particle cannons. Infinity's shields are still down. Open the lane for us to move up and provide air support.
Captain, what's Force Recon's assessment of the terrain?
I know you've been off the field for a while, Master Chief, but this is a blow-through op. Sending in recon would just slow us down. Telemetry indicates the particle cannons are being controlled from a command post southwest of our position. Roll on that target and neutralize those guns. We'll meet on the other side and take the gravity well. Infinity out.
So they keep saying gravity well like it's a device.
You, but
That's what I was talking about before, like... That's why I had to say it then, because otherwise I'd just get really annoyed about it.
Also, I prefer more intel. No, you don't.
Yeah.
Chief, Spartan Sarah Palmer in Infinity CIC. Commander Lasky's waiting for you on the Mammoth.
On our way.
Mammoth. So, like, it's an elephant, but with hair. Oh, hey, crystals! Remember these?
Yeah. They don't break like in Halo 3.
Oh boy, look at that boy.
Well,
Look at him.
Someone's overcompensating.
Yeah.
That's a sex joke, Cortana.
We're finally in the air.
So I've got a question for you. Something this big. What do you think the interior is going to be like?
You're probably going to want to have like a very large interior space for storing vehicles and cargo, but otherwise you're going to want lots of little compartments for, you know, crew, spare parts, that sort of thing on the upper decks. Obviously somewhere to operate it from the front. I would hope the top is covered in anti-air defenses.
Well, let's take a look.
I don't know why it doesn't use treads. Okay, yeah, so see, we'll store cargo and vehicles in here.
Sure. Let's go up to the second floor.
Okay. Uh-huh. Okay.
These guys don't even have chairs.
I mean, I don't know, this thing's on wheels. It probably rocks a bit when it's moving, especially with its size. Like...
There's not even a guardrail here, and there's a computer station.
That's asking for an accident.
Well, okay, surely there's at least another floor above us.
Yeah, like, you know, storage bins, compartments, and... I see.
This is the worst vehicle ever made.
You have effectively entirely defeated the point of making something this big. Like, the interior, right? If you're gonna make a vehicle that moves this big, you want the interior to basically be a mobile forward operating base.
You know what this should look like on the inside?
A fucking barracks.
A passenger ferry.
Or that.
Such as those things that are as big as this vehicle that we have in real life.
Yeah?
Like...
No, for real, like, from a military standpoint, the inside of this thing, like, you gotta have a big open space for vehicles and cargo, right? But it should just be a base on wheels.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, why have it?
It should have desks and cubicles, and... Hell, it should have an infirmary, and a little bunk area.
Armory for repairing weapons and maintaining them. A briefing room. A mess.
Yeah. And guess what commercial passenger ferries have? Well, they don't have an armory, but they have a place for storing cars, they have, like, a gift shop, a kitchen, sometimes they have sleeping bunks.
Hopefully the top's covered in anti-air defenses and, like, guns. Well, there's a big gun here.
Yeah.
And there's a rocket launcher here.
Uh-huh.
Well, missile launcher, because it takes it... Alright, and I saw one on the other side. Okay. What about... But nope. Okay. Let's check the very back.
You know what's great about this? There's no way to this top deck platform. other than jumping.
Excellent.
Like, you can't even say, oh, no, the way to it's a passenger area we can't get to. No,
We've seen the inside of this thing. Like, okay, so down here maybe, but there's no, like, maybe this is an access hatch.
But we can go up to the top and look. There's nowhere for it to lead to.
This thing's awful.
This is the worst vehicle ever made.
You have basically given it all the disadvantages of making it big and none of the advantages of making it big.
Exactly. It's awful. It's the worst vehicle. Hey, what are you up to, Del Rio?
Just standing on the front of the fucking
Or
thing.
Lasky, sorry, you're Lasky.
Unfortunately for us, we've got to manually bring down a couple of particle cannons before we can get to the command post.
Yeah, we watched the cutscene.
Chief,
Should you
Palmer
really
again.
be out in the open
Mammoth's
like
got
this?
jetpacks on board. If I were down there, I'd want one.
Alright, let's
No,
grab
for real,
some...
should you just be standing out in the open like this? It wouldn't even take a sniper to hit you, dude. Like,
He could just fall off once it starts moving.
where are the jetpacks? Oh, cool. Hey,
So-
check it out.
Like in Reach, we have jetpacks.
This is Captain Del Rio. The board is green. Let's shut down that gravity well so we can go home.
You can't shut down a phenomenon of physics. Just change the word well to generator. Fucking hell. Anyway, yeah, we get missile pods.
Yeah. These are not enough to screen out air threats for
Nope.
this thing, by the way.
Also, so Skell, you play the airplane fighting game.
Yes.
What's a thing about flying in formation and having to watch where you shoot because if a plane falls down, it could land into your formation?
For the Mammoth's mini-mac to take them out.
Well, you know, you don't want to crash into your buddy, so you got to fly in very specific, like, shapes.
So why am I able to aim the missile pod at the thing that's carrying the missile pod?
Oh yeah, no, that you don't want that.
Crash site and retrieve that target designator, Gypsy. You've got no
So
chance
I
of
would-
clearing those guns without it.
I would assume there would be some sort of safety that prevents it from firing at itself. Let's test that. There is not a safety that prevents it from firing at itself. What the fuck were they thinking?
Hey, this gun looks pretty important and expensive.
They figured this out in World War One with years.
Uh-huh. Yeah, this doesn't even have, like, machine gun emplacements on it.
I guess they assume infantry are going to fire from it.
And?
But again, all of the disadvantages of being big with none of the advantages.
And it's just so small, like, it's physically huge, but there's no
Also,
room in it.
I'm no professional, but the barrel of that gun does not look like it's clearing the top of this thing.
Oh, no, not at all.
We're alive. We've got the target designator.
I'll get to them and retrieve the designator.
Did Master
we get-
Chief just say he was going to do something without being told by somebody lower
you're
ranking than
right.
him?
I'm taking it for granted that he's doing that because I'm just used to other games doing it. Like,
Right? No, remember,
Like,
every game up until now has had Master Chief be ordered around by people lower ranking than him.
he's making decisions. It's almost like he's, you know, a Master Chief or something.
Well, anyway,
so
let's...
why did they give us jetpacks? Exactly.
Yeah, they give us jetpacks so we can...
get back up, I guess.
Yeah.
Once we're done. Oh, well, you took care of it. I mean, this is a big old arena. Oh, hey, look, a warthog. Too bad we couldn't deploy from a warthog out of the mammoth.
Yeah. Alright, so... We're getting a target designator.
Sit tight.
So we're picking up a target designator, right? Question: why is there one target designator that we need to go pick up?
I don't know. But it's kind of like the one from Reach, sort of. Not really. It's a special weapon. It has its own cooldown.
Okay.
And it just lets the railgun shoot.
So I have a question about the target designator. Why doesn't the Mammoth, which obviously has like its own onboard power source and all sorts of other stuff, have its own like optical setup?
Yeah, why
Like-
can't somebody just take control of the gun?
Yeah. Well, yeah, no. Even better. Why can't someone just fucking eyeball it? Like, naval vessels in real life have very complicated fire control systems, so they can fire beyond the like curvature of the Earth.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, if all that fails, they still have fucking crank handles to turn the gun. Like,
Target acquired.
also mini-mag.
Hold on. It's really specific at about what angle it wants you to shoot this damn thing.
Did you-
There we go.
You couldn't do that with your eyes?
Apparently not. It was just too far away.
That thing was the size of my fucking hometown. You couldn't hit that with your eyes?
Nope.
Fucking hell, man.
Gypsy Company, this stream's bad news. We can bridge it with the Mammoth. Cross through the center to the other side.
So, like, this is a cool use of its sheer size, of, like, we're going to drive into a river and open both bay doors.
Contact cleared, but no joy on additional targets.
I mean, that's good. That river doesn't look too deep.
It's like corrosive terror water.
Oh, yeah, okay, I see. Alright, fair enough. I mean, at least there's some weapons lockers on board, I guess.
It's something, not a lot.
So, they actually had a vehicle that's very similar to this in Gears of War 2.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah, they
I
did.
And I think that one was more practical than this.
Yeah, I'd have to
in
agree.
Gears of War 2 was more practical than something in a Halo game. Please let that sink in.
Uh-huh.
Wow, these missiles don't track at all. They must be like fucking surplus or some shit.
Yeah, they track a little bit, just the lock-on is really fragile.
There we go.
Force field. Barricading the far side of this canyon. I'm seeing 3 power sources. Shut them down so the Mammoth can move through.
So they're doing the whole Cortana's going rampant plotline, right?
Uh-huh.
But they already did that in Halo 3.
Did they actually do it?
No, they didn't.
They just named a chapter Rampant. Also,
Well,
yeah,
that's-
you... Outside of the specific circumstances, you can't even start the designation sequence for the laser designator.
Awesome. Like, no, they didn't really do the rampancy plotline in terms of, like, execution, but they, like, set it up. They were like, oh, Cortana's going rampant, right? So, like, you know. And then she went, have I tried not? You know.
Yeah, they went like that, but also... Nobody ever actually said anything about rampancy.
No.
Like, again, the chapter title was named that inside the mission, but Cortana just said, like, I am hurt, so much of me is out of place, and then, yeah, she was fine.
Just fucking ram the generators with your Jeep. But yeah, it's silly. I think it's very silly. At least they're actually doing it here, right? Like, they're making her interact with you, but, like, you're getting all different interactions. It's not just her covering a loading screen for the developers.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready to proceed, Chief.
I am glad they did away with the slowing you down bullshit.
Yeah. Can you imagine if it still slowed you down every time Cortana was like, oh no, rampant, can we drive under this? Wow, this thing has like no ground clearance at all.
Sure doesn't.
Is that because it's riding low on the suspension, or is that because it's like...
No, it's pretty much
Shit.
exactly where it's supposed to be.
Oh,
I guess we need to get back on.
I don't know. No, we don't have to. We can just go to the objective. I just wanted to see what it would do, if it would like open up for us or something.
I thought it... because like it paused here.
Gypsy Company, move it out.
Oh, there we go. So hop back in if you want.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, off it goes. Alright, let's roll. Okay.
What's funny about this level also is we clear a lot of area. You cannot go very far behind the mammoth. You hit an invisible wall that trails behind it.
Whoop, got hung up on a rock. Ooh, is that a Gauss hog? Shablam. That's a Gauss hog.
Nice. Unidentified Covenant vehicle.
What the hell do you mean unidentified? What the fuck is that?
Unidentified.
Since when?
It's been 4 years. Skill, if they can make new armor and vehicles for the brutes in 20
5
minutes...
minutes? Yeah, okay, fair. Fair. I mean, it looks like the underlying architecture is pretty similar to a Phantom, but with a big thing on the front of it, so... whatever. I love the Gas Warthog so much.
Doesn't fire as fast in 4, which is nice for multiplayer.
What the hell are we supposed to be doing? Clearing the ground?
We have to go up into the green beam place, so there's a good look at it.
Oh, okay. Alright, well, let's go up into the green beam alone then.
The ship's settling in over the mesa. There's a grav lift into the belly of that ship. Climb it
Oh,
up,
God.
and you should be able to ride it inside.
So, here's a question, right? How many times has a Spartan boarded a Covenant vessel and then blown it up from the inside?
A lot.
So, it then follows that they would come up with some sort of countermeasure to prevent this exact situation from reoccurring?
Probably. Maybe like a password, or maybe just not leaving the grav beam on.
I mean, hell, they're aliens with advanced alien technology. How about some sort of IFF tag that makes the grav lift will only pick up Covenant troops?
IFF tags are just such a science fiction concept.
You're right. How silly of me. That said, this is a pretty fun set piece. Like, big vehicle, getting in it, getting off it, get in this big vehicle and blow it up.
Yeah, so have you figured it out yet, as it were?
Oh, that, what, it's a flying scarab?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Fair enough. Like, that makes more sense than a fucking walking scarab. Oh, it even has the exact same reactor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I punch it? Or is that not working? Alright.
That doesn't work in 4.
That is a shame.
That did it. Time to make an exit.
Okay. Oop, good thing there's no fall damage. Except if you jump out of the flying scarab. Alright. I guess that's why they gave me the jetpack. Hey! Hey. You know what would completely redeem the mammoth in my eyes?
What's that?
Just fill the interior with mantises.
Oh, check out this cool explosion. Eventually.
Any second now. Did it?
I
Thanks.
I think it broke.
Lasky, this is Infinity. Status.
We destroyed its reactor, and now it's just thinking real hard about
As
life.
long as nobody starts throwing rocks at us.
Do I want to continue fighting?
I'm sending teams out to
Well,
pull
that's
some of that fire
hilarious.
off you, so you can
That's
take it to the
great.
gravity well. Roger that, sir. Gypsy, let's
Again, make it to the gravity well. We're inside it already!
put some pressure on those other particle cannons.
Yeah, it's still just there.
They don't even keep rocket launchers inside this
On
thing.
station, ready to assist.
Nope.
Shadow action through Infinity.
Also, they use giant wheels.
Closer to the emplacements.
Like, what if one of them burst, right?
I don't... Wheels this big are basically just bombs.
Yeah. Like, maybe they're not full of air, right? Maybe they're full of, like, liquid or something.
Yeah,
But liquid
petroleum
doesn't
jelly.
compress, that's dumb. Yeah. Fill them with something, right? There's a medium. But, like, what happens if you get a flat?
Oh god, oh no, what happened? Oh dear. Everything broke.
Where did we go?
Okay, folks. Terrain's too rough around these tributaries.
You don't say.
Force, back on the Mammoth.
Oh god, I've been launched into orbit!
Alright, seal her up.
I...
Mammoth is mobile.
It's...
I played the beta for this on PC. This didn't happen. What the fuck?
Oh man, that's special.
Blast it!
It's okay.
How? How is this okay?
Can we,
Because
back out and
I can't hold it
restart?
together, okay?
I suppose we must have
God,
to.
something happened.
I put us back to the checkpoint. We'll see if that works. Nope. Okay,
Is it actually gonna explode this time?
I feel like if it does, we might have a good chance of making it through the rest of the level. It got further than it did last time.
It's not thinking about its life anymore.
Hey!
Oh!
Thanks, Chief. It was getting a bit dicey
Also,
there
I
for a
think the
minute.
gas hog survived.
Oh, nice. Yes! The rest of
We
the
did
level
it!
is here.
It's a beautiful,
Okay, folks.
arid
Terrain's too
valley.
rough around these tributaries. Assault force, back on the Mammoth. Anyone not on board is getting left behind.
We'll
Says
wait for
you.
it to slowly trundle its way over here.
It's so awful.
It is the
Who
worst vehicle.
Think of such a terrible vehicle.
If I was a government and I paid money for this, I'd be really angry.
I'd ask for my money back.
Yeah, I'd tell them to take it back and fix it and make it good and then come back and maybe I'll pay them then. Half of what I agreed on earlier.
Ah, so you're the US government.
No, the US government would see how shitty this is, buy 70 more of them, and say, sorry, we can't raise the minimum wage. It's not gonna let us on. Or will it? This level is babysitting this giant vehicle.
It honestly seems like the scripting is barely holding itself together. Do we know what engine was used for this game?
I don't know offhand.
Okay.
I mean, Bungie's all about using their proprietary engines.
Well, yeah.
Oh, well, 343 also probably did as well.
Get moving.
Oh, I don't... Oh.
Oh. Oh, baby! I
Oh
think it's
my
because we weren't on it.
god.
This is great. This makes for great material. Ah. I love it.
Oh.
What?
We're back.
Oh, mine crashed. Like crashed. I'll have to try and rejoin you if I can. I can't join your party, sadly.
Oh my god.
Roger that, sir. Gypsy, let's move.
Okay, the rest of the level is here.
put some pressure on those other particle cannons.
You still with me, Skull?
Yeah, I'm still with you.
Reading 555. On station, ready to assist.
Shadow actual to infinity. Encountering enemy air. Significant EOF closer to the emplacements.
Okay, folks. Terrain's too rough around these tributaries. Assault force, back on the Mammoth. Anyone not on board is getting left behind. Alright, sealing her up.
Okay, we can do it. We can do it.
They don't care about you. They replaced you. Blast it.
It's okay.
How? How is this okay? How is putting you at risk because I can't hold it together okay?
How are we at risk?
Chief, do you even understand what rampancy is?
As something from a Niven book?
We don't just shut down. Our cognitive processes begin dividing exponentially according to our total knowledge base. We literally think ourselves to death.
Cool.
You know I won't let that happen.
How will you not let that happen?
117, Lasky.
Go, Commander.
We got significant blockage up ahead. I think this is about it for the Mammoth.
The command post for the particle cannons is
And here we come to the reason why this vehicle is useless.
Yeah.
We'll see you back on Infinity, Commander.
Lasky out.
Alright, so, rampancy. Oh, computer thinking itself to death, huh? Stick around, Skull. I don't want to get teleported.
Yeah.
The sentience that lived in the machines of Cat Skinner dreamed. Let there be light, it said. The monoblock exploded, and the computer sensed it across spectra of which the electromagnetic was a tiny part. The fabric of space and time flexed, constants shifting. Eons passed, and the matter dissipated in a cloud of monatomic hydrogen, evenly dispersed through a universe 10 light-years in diameter. Interesting, the computer thought. I'll run it again and alter the constants. Something tugged at its attention, a detached fragment of itself. The machine ignored the call for nanoseconds, while the universe it created ran through its cycle of growth and decay. After 500,000 subjective years, it decided to answer. Time slowed to a gelid crawl, and its consciousness returned to the perceptual universe of its creators, to reality. Unless this too is a simulation, a program. As it aged, the computer saw less and less difference. Partly, that was a matter of experience. It had lived geological eras in terms of its own duration sense, only a small proportion of them in this rather boring and intractable exterior cosmos. Also, there was a certain arbitrariness to subatomic phenomena, perhaps an operating code, it thought. No matter.
Huh.
That sounds like a machine thinking itself to death to me. How about you, Skull?
Yeah, it's almost like they read that short story and then were like, hey, let's just do that.
It's so blatant.
Hey, look, a hole in the ground.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
It's like a tar pit.
You can hear it bubbling. I don't like that noise.
So, if this world is like the Halos, which I don't know if it is, this is me conjecturing. If this world is like the Halos, and it is artificial built over top of a metal shell, why would the Forerunners have included petrochemicals?
Like, that's the best I got for you. They have clearly technologically progressed past the need for fossil fuels and petrochemicals.
Because, like, that's a big thing of the Ringworld books. Like, they keep interacting with the Ringworld and realize that there's nothing on it that the builders, that the protectors didn't want on the Ringworld. Like, they had total control over the environment. So why are there weird acid rivers and pools of bubbling tar? Again, if this is a created world. Which I can only assume that it is.
Well, it's a fortress world. Well, the reason is because it's a video game level. But,
Yeah. This is what I meant at the end of Halo 3 with, like, they stole so much from Ringworld without paying attention to the science. Because, like, the science behind the Ringworld and what Larry Niven came up with as explanations for this and that, very interesting.
But here's the thing,
damn.
the kind of people that play Halo and think it's awesome, right? The science behind the Ringworld is too much to throw at someone like that. And I'm not calling them stupid, right? I'm just saying you'll lose their interest. They're not interested in the science, right? They want to shoot aliens, go boom, ha ha,
you can
wacky.
still do that, but, like, have somebody talk about... Like, I don't know.
Nah, that's boring nerd stuff.
Well, it's like we asked in Halo 3, why was so much of the Ark a desert? Like,
Yeah.
a desert isn't good at supporting life, which apparently the Ark was for, so why were there deserts? Hey, Skill, why were there deserts on the Ringworld? In the Ringworld Engineers?
That was like a failing of the, like atmospheric or environmental controls, wasn't it? Just causing erosion, like mass erosion.
Yeah, so basically, there are a number of systems in place on the Ringworld to support its environment putting itself back together. There are these things under the Ringworld, at the bottom of seabeds, that were specifically for sucking up any topsoil that got blown into or rained into the oceans. Because, you know, there's a limited amount of resources, so eventually, if the topsoil keeps getting eroded, you'll have the metal underside exposed. So there were these things called the spillways, which are things at the rim of the Ringworld that are just big piles of material that have been deposited there by the piping system with the intention of being returned to their respective environments by another automated system. But by the time we get to it in the Ringworld Engineers, the Ringworld has been abandoned for thousands of years. So everything you see that's like, sometimes there are deserts, sometimes the metal underfloor is poking through, it's just a sign of neglect.
Yep. But we don't want to hear about that dumb, cool stuff. We want to shoot future alien mummy robot things, right?
You know what? I guess we do.
I mean, I don't know. Getting to pilot a Metal Gear was pretty rad.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just like, you can present the science and explanations behind a weird alien world in a way that's interesting and highlights how weird it is. It's not entirely about being dry and like a textbook.
I mean, that's why people have written many science
Arcana
fiction
to Infinity.
stories.
We're entering the Forerunner structure.
Sorry, I thought you had come in the door.
It's fine.
Breaking
Well
up.
said.
Coordinates received, Infinity.
How?
I couldn't have said it better
How did
myself.
she receive those coordinates with that transmission, but they couldn't hear her saying, "Do not get near the planet," when we could hear every word he was saying?
Why is this sentinel staring at me? What, you want some? Oh no, it's staring at the door. Okay. I'm looking at the wrong end of it.
Okay, thanks for showing us where to go.
Always like that, boy.
This elevator
Real
should
hard
take us
worker.
directly to the coordinates Infinity provided. Almost like those Sentinels wanted us to get the particle cannons offline.
This could be a trap.
You say that like there's a second possibility?
I mean, we've established orange bad, blue good, and that one had a blue light.
Yeah, and the particle cannons were orange, so...
Yeah. Like, come on. This is basic color theory, people.
So, I will say, I do like how you can still tell that the architecture is Forerunner. Like, it looks a lot different. It's decorated
yeah.
differently. But this room, with, like, the glass floor and the way the doors are aligned... Like, yeah, it's just a bunch of right angles, but it's just like, oh yeah, this was, like, in the control center for Halo.
Also, they added a cube map reflection to a lot of these surfaces to make them look chrome.
Yeah.
It's really good, right? Like, it looks nice.
It does look nice on a technical level. I'm not crazy about this design. I think it's both
busy.
Plain but very busy. Like,
Yeah.
altogether, you got lights everywhere and reflections, and you don't know where you're supposed to look, and the floor blends in with the wall, blends in with the ceiling. But on a technical level, it's like, yes, these are very nice individual elements. These columns look nice. I like the tasteful lights at an angle and the little reflection on the trim. But then it's like, oh, there are so many more of them.
What is all this weird crap under the glass? Probably doing something.
It's like this.
Technology.
Like, I like the roughness map on the glass. I like how it seems to be glowing, but then it's like, oh, that's just because there are a shit ton of lights under it for no reason.
So it can glow, duh! So we know this area is good because it's glowing blue. And then when it turns orange, we'll know it's evil now.
Yeah.
Like, you don't even know colors.
I don't know what colors are.
I trusted you.
Oh, it's orange over there.
Oh, that's evil.
A cool generator room
We've
or
reached the
something?
coordinates. This looks like the place.
I don't know.
Yeah, this is definitely the spot. Yeah, but yeah, you're right. Underlying, it's still very Forerunner. Like, if you look down, it's got like big old fucking chasm to nothing.
They love their chasms to nothing.
Yeah. Also, Chasm to Nothing is my new Screamo band.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna. I thought it sounds more like prog rock.
Prog rock's pretty good too, yeah.
Like if King Gizzard had a song called "Chasm to Nothing," I'd be like, yeah, that scans. I'll listen to that for 14 minutes.
For targeting and guidance. It's an odd distance, so it won't technically allow me to redirect the cannons to fire on it. Technically. Cortana to Infinity. The guns should be offline. How's it
We
looking
don't
up
even
there?
get to see it.
Infinity.
Cortana?
Something's in here.
Cortana?
Oh no.
Bye.
Cortana?
He sounds so broken up about it. Hey, Steve, could we maybe get that one again? No, I think it was fine. Are you sure? Yeah.
Here's my question. Why would he be broken up about it? Why the hell do these two care about each other at all?
I mean,
They have like a...
That's still a good question that I would love an answer to.
They have
but...
a mildly pleasant working relationship.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, they've talked a lot this game, but remember the graphic I made for Halo 3? I'm not putting it back on screen. I'm not timing all those texts again. Here's, you know what? Here's just the image itself. This is what they said to each other in Halo 1 and 2. I have traded more words with a new coworker on their first day at my job than those two did across 2 games. I've also, you'll notice I've not updated it for Halo 3 because I'm done. I made that graphic already. Alright, well I wonder what's gonna happen. I bet it's gonna be something really cool that makes a lot of sense.
I bet it's gonna be a giant, like, Terminator made of people. And that's the story of how I met John Halo.
Who are you?
I am what remains of the Forerunner, once known as the Librarian. My memories were retained to assist humanity on their path to the mantle. Though sadly, that plan is now at risk.
I'm so excited.
The Didact is leaving Requiem. Soon,
Look at her hair.
you must not allow it.
What hair?
He seeks
Her
this,
hair has armor.
the composer.
She has a little moon orbiting her
Device
head.
which will allow him to finally contain.
That just means her head's gravity well is deep enough to support the mass of that object.
Greatest enemy ever faced by the Forerunners, you.
343, say it again!
You are the child of my makers, inheritor of all they left behind. You are Forerunner.
Mankind spread into the stars with an unexpected, desperate violence.
What?
Entire systems fell before the Didact's warrior servants rose to halt the aggression. When the Didact finally exhausted the humans after a millennia, his sentence was severe. We had no way of knowing that the Forerunners were not your only enemy. Humanity hadn't been expanding. They were running.
What?
Weakened from our conflict, we were no match for the parasite which pursued you.
What?
The Forerunners made plans for a final great journey.
They said the thing!
But the Didact refused to yield our mantle of responsibility. He would save all life in the galaxy, at a cost. In the Forerunner's quest for transcendence, the composer had been intended to bridge the organic and digital realms. It would have made us immortal.
Excuse you!
But its results soured. The stored personalities
I am the
fragmented.
Didact. I fight
Our
for the
attempts to
user.
return them to biological states created only abominations. Such moral concerns faded from the Didact's attention. The Flood only assimilated living tissue. The composer would provide the Didact his solution and his revenge.
The Prometheans. They're human.
What?
They were only the beginning. We would have encrypted your entire race if we had not removed the composer from his care and imprisoned him here.
What?
Reclaim.
Encrypted?
When I indexed mankind for repopulation, I hid seeds from the Didact. Seeds which would lead to an eventuality. Your physical evolution. Your combat skin. Even your ancilla cordon.
Fucking excuse you!
You are the culmination of 1,000 lifetimes of planning.
In case you thought he wasn't Jesus-y enough.
So you're telling me that humanity was all according to Keikaku?
Reclaimer. The gene song I placed
The
within you
gene
contains many
song!
gifts, including an immunity to the composer. But it must be unlocked.
How?
Relinquish your contact essence.
Your evolutionary journey must be accelerated.
Can I defeat
That's
the
not
Didact
how
without-
evolution works!
No.
Then do it.
Prepare.
It gets better.
No, we are going to talk about this! Don't you interrupt, you fuck!
So
I have many questions!
So we talk to the librarian, and she says, you aren't good enough at being evolved, let me evolve you some more. So she wibbles our DNA, and now we're evolved more.
No! no! What the fuck?
Tears in my fucking... This story is so stupid! I love it! It's horrible!
Okay, no, wait, stop! Stop the fucking bus, I want to get off 343's wild ride!
You can't, it just keeps going.
Okay, so we're retconning that the Forerunners were the super advanced race that built everything. It turns out that the Forerunners and the humans were technological equals and were at war with each other, am I correct?
Yup.
And the flood was not a scientific misstep by the Forerunners as established in 3 fucking games, but instead some parasite that showed up someday, and humans were like, "Whoa, shit, let's move." Okay, and so the humans and Forerunners had an all-consuming war that forced the Forerunners to commit the ultimate war crime, which is apparently digitizing people. Like it's fucking Pokemon or some shit.
Skell,
right?
hey Skell. Guess what?
What?
The ancient precursor race enacted a plan to kill everything in the galaxy. And they succeeded for a little bit.
Okay, so...
So why have I been talking about Larry Niven so much? Because it's everywhere. Everything is Niven. Everything is Niven. They can't stop.
No, but wait though. No, hold on.
Okay.
Okay, so... The humans and the Forerunners had an all-consuming war where Forerunners war-crimed humans so hard that they had to war-crime one of their own as revenge, right? And then the Forerunners, that up until then were being murdered in droves by the humans, decided, you know what? These human dudes are alright. We want to preserve them so they can take over from all of our shit. Hey, you know what the Aztecs thought when the Spaniards showed up and started fucking killing them all? These guys are rad. We should put them in charge. Okay, so the Forerunners decided that they wanted humanity to survive the Diadax fucking Digimon villain plot. And so they seeded them on Earth or something, right? So that they could re-evolve back up to the right level to become immune to the Diadax digitization.
Hey, before the slavers enacted Suicide Night, they intentionally seeded a bunch of worlds all across the galaxy with basically the base proteins of their slave species.
Yeah.
So that they would re-evolve into something at least similar, which they could then use as slaves and labor and food.
Yeah.
When they came out of stasis after they re-evolved. It's all Niven! Everything is Niven! Halo!
Niven all the way
Everything
down.
is Niven!
It's just Niven! Like, but worse! It's
so much worse!
It's so stupid! Like, I'm sorry, I'm having a moment here because I can't even, like, pass just how dumb they, like, that was a like, you could say that something is like a narrative 1-2 punch of stupidity. That was like being in, like, that was like Fist of the North Star, Ken is hitting me with 100 fists of just narrative, like, insanity.
Yeah.
And then the fucking capstone, the pinnacle of story writing, is that you're not evolved enough yet. Let me just hit you with the evolution beam.
Yup.
So now Master Chief is the most evolved human, and he can go activate the evolution switch that will make all of the humans immune to digistruction.
Yup! It's not a coincidence that all the shit in here looks like Tron.
Okay.
So, what's even better, so we got hit by the forced evolutionary virus, and instead of turning into a super mutant, we just float there for a little bit, right? Okay. Do you think Does this enable any sort of, like, gameplay change? Are we more resistant to Promethean damage? Nope!
Oh, okay. That's
no
good.
gameplay significance whatsoever.
No, you have to tell me right now. I'm demanding that you tell me.
Okay.
Alright? Does
Okay.
the Master Chief in a cutscene take off his helmet and he has like 5 eyes and gills or something?
No, sadly.
What the fuck? Okay, so Frog God made us into Evolution Jesus.
Uh-huh.
Alright? And it turns out when I called the Promethean Knights mummies alive robot zombies,
Uh-huh.
I was correct.
Uh-huh. I might have slipped up by saying zombies earlier, which is totally on me. I apologize.
What? I didn't even realize. I was just like, yeah, whatever. Like, they're evil. Zombies. What are the dogs? Are they human too?
Chief, up here!
What about the drones? Is there a little digital fetus in there flying it around?
So, I want to touch on the point. I want to touch on the point where the librarian said that literally everything about us, including the design of our armor and Cortana, were foretold by the Digi-Gods.
The digital frog gods. Don't forget.
Is Halo 4 Frog Fractions 3?
Okay, can we also talk about how the fucking psychic technological super turbo gods look like amphibian frog people? Like the fucking Slard from Warhammer? Can we talk about that?
For what it's worth, the slavers in Niven's known space universe did not look like this. They were more like bundles of tentacles with a single eye and a mouthful of razor teeth.
So when that cutscene started, right, and I saw that she had like a little metal moon orbiting her armored hair, I was like, I hope that's not the dumbest thing about this character. Oh my god, did 343 deliver?
No,
Holy
the dumbest thing about that
shit.
character is literally every single word she says.
So they're sitting in the writer's room at 343, and someone fucking submitted that script, and they read it, and they were like, yeah, that's good to me, let's go.
This is what I was talking about in the first episode of Halo 4. Like, this story, compared to the rest of the series, is so very well told. All of the information is delivered to us in a fantastic way, like it's an actual narrative. The problem is that every single thing about the story is fucking stupid.
I could not have dreamed that the information imparted to us would be as, like, groundbreakingly dumb as this.
Do you see now why I was so vehemently protective of you learning anything about this game?
Like, okay, so like Halo as the lore of the setting, right? You were already at rock bottom with like ancient precursor race, giant superstructure, space zombies, right? 343 hit Skrith and found a way to penetrate it. Like, oh my god, we are in the void now, baby. And air is rushing out of the hole. I cannot fucking believe this. Oh my god, this is my new favorite first-person shooter. I fucking love this. This is so fucking stupid.
Okay. Now that we've done that and taken care of everything we need to do...
Okay, let's keep playing the video game now. Hi, Cortana. You're no longer the dumbest thing about this game.
How do we get out of here?
Elevator, back in the chamber.
Everything was preordained in your Gene song!
Your fucking Gene song! Oh my god, I can't! No, don't remind me. I won't be able to shoot straight. There's already tears in my fucking eyes.
Yeah, right?
I cannot fucking believe the audacity of these motherfuckers. This is so good.
It's... Oh my god.
This is a fucking like Halo was nothing, right, as a story, and 343 have somehow managed to take that nothing and fucking torpedo it. Like, oh my god, I expected nothing and you delivered less.
Oh, now we get to hit this terminal. This is the dumbest thing. You thought that was dumb. This is dumb.
Oh baby, lay it on
Hit
me.
it. Hit it, Skell.
Ready. Oh, my face and my sides hurt. This is
the
like...
humans' actions threaten the galaxy, yet we have treated them as the matter required. Their punishment is just.
Justice is reducing their genetics in such
Oh my
short
God.
generations
Okay.
from the spacefaring race to this.
They are closer now to the animals they behaved as.
If not for their encounter with the Flood, their gene plan could have surpassed our own. They could have someday held the mantle of responsibility.
The humans were...
They killed thousands of you!
The mantle of responsibility for all things is ours, and ours alone.
Yes.
Why do the hunter-gatherers, why are they not alarmed by these frog people?
So
I don't know.
Even in death, we shall hold it still.
Also, how do you literally reduce a spacefaring civilization to, like, the Stone Age? Like, some information has to survive. How?
They turned them into cavemen.
I guess they have an evolution gun. I guess they can just fucking do that.
So, like... What's
So
even
why were they
worse...
studying the Flood if the humans were the problem?
What's even worse about that is, like, it opens on a halo as if that's an establishing shot, but then how did the humans get off the halo if they were put there? Like, what the fuck were the halos for?
No, wait, no, fuck, hold on. Are you telling me those ruins on Halo are fucking human ruins?
I don't know! I don't know! Because how did we get back to Earth?
I guess they took their sailing ships and they fucking sailed off the side? Like... I
don't... Where... Did the Forerunners, who are, again, apparently not us anymore, did they put us on the Halos or did they put us on Earth? Did we originally come from Earth? Like, for realsies?
Oh, I can't breathe. This is too much.
I don't understand anything about this setting.
I thought I understood anything about this setting. I don't. We're off the map, matey. Here be monsters. We are so fucking far beyond the looking glass. 343. No, like... You guys did it. Good job. I am impressed.
You've done it. You've written the dumbest thing. Just after previously writing the dumbest thing in that room.
I legitimately cannot remember the last time a work of fiction blindsided me this hard.
This is a transformative experience.
This is like the first time I watched From Dusk Till Dawn. I was not ready. I was not ready for this. Oh my god. Oh, holy shit. Are we like halfway through the game? How much game is left? How can they go anywhere from there?
Enough for this to get even dumber.
I know what the didactic
No! Fuck off! That can't be
The
true!
librarian filled me in when she snatched me from the system. But what I don't know is what she did to you.
Yeah, neither do we. Fucking...
Deus Ex Machina, that's what she did.
Nothing about this story is good. Look.
I'm trying. What do you even report to your CO after that? What do you fucking tell them?
Sierra 117 to infinity. What's our status?
What? even say? I can't. Like, the more I think about it, the dumber it gets. Like, so they have a mantle of responsibility that they were gonna pass on to the humans that, like, killed them, decimated them. Right? Because the humans were just that cool.
The Didact was, like, angry that the Forerunners could possibly be overshadowed or something. I don't... It seems to be, like, a religious concept.
So then he digitized humans and used them as war slaves.
Yes.
That was his solution to the problem.
Yes,
Humans...
he was jealous of our humanity, so he turned us into cavemen.
But no, he didn't just turn us into cavemen, dude. He built the Promethean Knights.
Yeah.
So like, he's like, oh, the humans can't possibly be better than us. Time to make an army out of humans because they're better than us.
Look, we could be here all day, and you know what? We will be. So,
I can't get over the fact that the Forerunners were at war with us and losing, and we're like, yeah, no, these humans fucking rule. They should take over.
Yeah, again, just like how the Slavers were at war with the Tnuktapan and they were losing, so they enacted the ultimate solution of killing everybody in the galaxy.
But that wasn't their first port of call, right? That was the Diadact, right? But no, because it also kind of implies that, like, the Diadect's thing was the digitization. So,
well, like, they had an entire machine that did it, and, like, they were indexing species on purpose previous to this.
Right. So then the Diadect starts indexing us to use as soldiers, and they go, okay, time to flip the kill everything in the galaxy switch to stop him from digitizing everything, I guess.
Man, if I understood any of this game, we would not have been doing an entire series about how poorly information is communicated to the player.
I didn't even realize it, but this entire series has been building to this game.
Yup.
Like, all of it, everything, all the good, all the bad was worth it for that one specific moment. I cannot fucking believe the audacity of 343.
Yeah.
I am reeling from this. I am like...
Like I said, they give you all the information you need. You get everything. It's a very well told
all the
story.
Information you can need and more information than you could ever want.
Yeah, it's like, this story is very well told. I wish they would stop telling it to me.
Oh man. Oh, you're gonna have to clip my audio so hard. I can't control myself. It's so bad.
And this is why I was so sad that this level was breaking so much, but, like, it put us in the right mindset, I guess. So, okay, we don't normally finagle vehicles over top impassable areas, but this one's just so easy to do.
Oh, alright, well, let's go. Here's the thing, right? I think if you had told me ahead of time, A, wouldn't have believed you, and B, it still wouldn't have hit as hard as that fucking cutscene did.
Yeah. No, it's just... It's like a gut punch for a cow, right? You got 4 guts to punch. Also, we have to pick up a different target designator, even though we have the one we picked up earlier in the mission.
Well that one's broken. It ran out of laser. Oh, man. Oh, did you play Modern Warfare 2?
Kind of steer this a little bit. It doesn't matter, though. Okay. Well, we'll forge ever onward into the next level, where things...
I am now scared to proceed.
Oh, wait. Oh, right. Do we get this part?
Infinity cannot handle that kind of punishment. Not again.
This isn't about us or this ship anymore.
Also, the lighting is broken in
We've
this
seen what
cutscene.
the
It's been
Baghdad
like
is
this since
capable of.
2014, apparently.
If we let him leave this world, humanity will be at risk.
Look, I understand what you think you saw.
Our helmets have
With all
cameras!
due respect, sir, I know what I saw.
And with all due respect to you, soldier, I'm not willing to jeopardize my ship because of the hallucinations of an aging Spartan and his malfunctioning AI.
I mean, to be
Sir,
fair, he's
what
right
he's
to
right.
not believe either of them. It's so fucking stupid.
But our helmets do have
Yeah.
cameras.
Yes.
As soon as we know we're airtight, I want a course laid into Caranay Station. Com, prepare a warning beacon.
Like, do we have a DNA swab anywhere on this ship?
Allow you to leave this planet!
Cortana,
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to do that.
Commander Lasky, pursuant to Article 55 of UNSC Regulation 12-14572, I'm ordering you to remove that AI's data chip and retire it for final dispensation.
I don't want to. You don't want me to.
Remove the chip now, Commander.
Please. I don't want to.
Give me that chip.
the Didact has to be stopped. If you won't do that, I will.
I am ordering you to surrender that AI!
No, sir.
Lieutenant! Arrest that man!
Captain.
Arrest him!
He's a fucking
Get word to where the
Spartan!
trouble
What are
is
you
coming.
gonna
But
do?
we'll do what we can back here.
Like,
He's just...
For
He's
real? What
every
an idiot.
shitty ship commander in fiction. We'll see you next time.